All right. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. I'm your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio and the always and forever beautiful Moonstruck TV. I am hoping that you all are getting through this crazy, chaotic eclipse energy going on right now. So, um, I've been feeling it all day today, I'll tell you. And I'm literally, you probably can't tell, and maybe, if you're just listening, you can't see I'm listening. I've been running like crazy today and just chaos, chaos today. So hopefully a lot of you haven't felt that. But if you have, maybe just take some time and breathe and meditate, get grounded. Be careful what you're saying, bite your tongue. I know that today has been one of those difficult days for myself. So it's just that energy that's out there, and we're responding to that. Many other planetary changes and shifts. And I mean, that's not my specialty. So, but just I always read about it and kind of curious of why I'm feeling the way I am, or acting the way I am, or why is my energy feeling really good and then why is it not so great? And I'm a true believer of that planetary energy that's out there. So and other energy for that matter. It's like I tell people, all that energy that you put out in the universe, the things you say and think and feel and do, um, is energy. So it gets put out in the universe. And I don't know if many of you know this, but we're in the year of the eight. It's a karmic year. So be mindful because that energy can come right back to you tenfold. So keep in mind that what you put out may very well come back. So I always say try to keep it positive. And I need to practice what I preach for sure. I always say, do as I say, not as I do. So, anyhow, it's been a very interesting day today, I'll tell you. But I'm excited for the readings tonight. And I've got some other fun opportunities after the podcast here, and just another. Um, uh, my brain doesn't want to work. Another podcast that I've been invited to be a guest on. So, and they are located on the East Coast. They are called Paranormal Brew. So, as many of you know, I'm very passionate about the paranormal and, wanting to figure out, how things, happen, when we pass and, all of that good stuff. So, if you're, you know, have a passion for the paranormal and interested in all things paranormal, then just want to kind of, I guess, give a shout out to Paranormal Brew and their podcast. And I'll be on there tonight just talking about my story and how I came about to where I am now, and my gifts and situations and, memories or, events, whatever it may be. So, all things mini medium. How's that? So, but before we get started with our callers today, I am I'm writing a couple things down. I'm already getting. So we're going to pull actually an oracle card, and only because we're in that full moon. So that harvest moon, right? And it's a super moon. It was a super moon. So I hope some of you got the chance to go outside and see it. And, some people said, well, it wasn't this full. Well, that's because we had the lunar eclipse. So, but it was beautiful. I don't do any kind of moon work, and I don't put my crystals and stones and my metaphysical stuff outside because I relate the eclipse to kind of the kind of low chaotic energy, the unknown energy. And I don't need any more of that than I already have in my life. So I'm not going to allow my stuff to absorb that. So, no, but that's to each their own. But I chose to keep mine inside. But I do want to pull from the Moonology card, or excuse me, the Moonology deck, and see at least what the Oracle says for today. If you aren't familiar with Oracle, it really is. I always say the oracle is like, like the gentle kind of angelic message, versus tarot is kind of your, it's like the devil's advocate of things, or it's going to come out and tell you exactly what you need to hear. So I like the oracle once in a while when I'm feeling like I need a little bit of gentleness. So it's just kind of how, you know, just go with whatever you're feeling for that day. Sometimes I don't want to hear the truth, you know, I think we're all that way. Um, just kind of be gentle today. All right. Well, so the Moonology card. Now, this is a full moon in Virgo. So here we go. Ironically, we got a full moon card. Um, no coincidences in life whatsoever. And this card, I love this. Very simple. Like I said, they're very nice, angelic messages. And I pulled the 28th card, by the way. So if you, again, if you listen to me and follow me and know that, you know, as I'm going throughout my day and I have spirits come in or just intuition pop up, I'll get numbers. And I mean, majority of the time it's connecting to one of my callers or, you know, my readings later on in the evening. So it's just, it's beautiful to see how that it's all kind of it just aligns. It's incredible. And you know, I've done this a long time and I still scare myself some days. So in a good way. But all right. So the Moonology Oracle message for everybody out there says, you are good enough. I love this. Very simple, right? Very Virgo-ish. So full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. Now, full moon work, just so if you guys are wanting to know about doing full moon work, the full moon is the time to really let things go. And really, with the the eclipse energy we're feeling right now, it's really deep, and it's that deep shadow work. It's the stuff that we've kind of bottled up and put in a box and duct taped and and then put a big old lock on it, and we put it deep down under the stairs, and it's pulling all of that back out, and having these triggers and these kind of trauma memories come up. So it can be very, heavy. It can be a lot. However, I welcome you to befriend it. I know that sounds weird, but befriend the shadow work and look at it as a good thing and a good intention to help you to move forward in your life and let go of the past, let go of the things that are not serving you in a positive way, which a lot of that is our past stuff, right? So we just carry a lot of that energy, and it's just not healthy, and mentally, emotionally, physically. So just some a little bit of mini medium energy and suggestion for you guys. So um, but I think we're ready. I think I'm ready to take our first caller. I'm super excited to see how this energy affects all our readings and how how thin the veil is between us and the spiritual realm. So now I did miss, I think this is it Carol? Carol? I'm sorry. Hi, Wendy. I'm so sorry. Hi, Wendy. This is Mini Medium. How are you?
Ah, okay.
Okay. I'll take okay, my friend. I'm right there with you. I appreciate your honesty.
I can't
100%.
really explain how I'm feeling, to be honest.
I fair enough. Fair enough, my friend. Well, I hope I can help you tonight with some of that. How can I help you?
Um, well, my daughter died in April,
Oh no,
so
I'm
that's
so
where
sorry.
that's coming from. That I don't know if I'm okay or not, but I'm um I'm here and I'm pushing through it. So
Well, first off, from one mom to another mom, I have two daughters, and um, my condolences to you, my friend, and sending much love and light and healing. It's not written in the book to bury a child. It's just not, and so no, I think that, the losing a child has got to be the hardest thing that any of us can go through. So my thoughts are with you. Prayers are with you for sure. Okay. Um,
thank
the
you.
best I, you're welcome, hun. You are welcome. Um, the best that I can do for you, and this is why I do what I do and why I love to share my gifts, is to give you some, hope and healing, whatever it may be, maybe just a little bit of comfort. And so if it's wanting to channel your beautiful daughter, I'm happy to try to do that for you tonight. Is that what you're kind of leaning towards, I guess, or hoping for?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. I will I'm going to get quiet for a minute here. I'm going to try to see if I can focus on the uh, the energy here, and I'm going to throw it out there. So for my producer, Dave, I'm going to keep Wendy with me for the night. Wendy, I'm not going to take any other callers. It's just going to be you and I tonight, hon. Okay? Of
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
course. You're welcome, hon. Doll, I'm getting choked up. My eyes are leaking. um,
It was
okay.
I don't want to say too much. It was a very hard situation to go through. Uh,
I'm
um, so it wasn't something sudden. It was a situation that lasted for about 9 years. Uh, and she suffered really bad. And she was 29,
sure.
like about a week shy from 30, or maybe over a little week shy from 30. Turning
Wow.
30.
Okay. Um, Interesting. I don't know if you had heard before we got on together that the number 28 has been very strong within my visions today, and I know she was 29, just shy of 30. So um, there's there's definitely a connection there, I would think, but um, do you connect with the 28 in any way?
Uh, 28. No, no, I'm not sure what I should tell you or what I shouldn't tell you because they say, well, don't say a lot, you know.
I know.
Um,
Yeah, I was thinking keep the medium.
um, she died on April the 16th, and she was going to turn 30 on April the 27th.
Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, I mean, we're all around those numbers, right? The 28th and she was 29 and her birthday's the 27th and there's some connections
Yeah,
there, I
yeah.
think. Well, let me see what I can see if I can't connect or get some kind of message and see what I can do to help you. Okay. I'm going to kind of get quiet here. So if it's quiet, just know that I'm still here. Um,
Okay.
okay. All right. Okay. Ultimately, what I'm doing is I'm doing a little bit of what's called psychography. It's automated writing and a lot of scribbling, really, and doodling, but it's to help get energy out. And the first thing that I'm picking up on that I'm feeling, and right now it's just kind of an energy. I'm not really getting the soul stepping in, as I call it. So, but there's um, there's really such an emphasis on that there was some misdiagnosis, that there was, we thought it was this, but it actually was this. It feels to me that there was more to it than maybe what was known, or
Mhm.
um, does that make sense?
Oh, you're dead on the money. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, my
Yes.
friend. Okay. Good.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. And okay. Also, I I also need to mention that if you are deciding to pursue any type of legal action or anything in it now, or you have been, that that your daughter, which I kind of feel this is her coming in, doesn't want for you to carry this with you, that she's saying, Mom, let it go. It's okay. Because she's just a very pure soul. She's got a very giving heart. But she's like, Mom, it's okay. They did what they could. Do you understand that?
um, they really, I understand what you're saying, uh, but they just kind of just threw her to the side, really, and just didn't really try to figure out what was wrong with her. And I kept telling them there's something wrong. This is not normal. It's not normal. And
Yeah.
nobody would ever listen to me. I actually told her primary doctor, which I switched primary doctors a lot because I was trying to find somebody to help her. I would switch doctors and stuff, and I actually told the primary doctor a week before she died, if y'all don't do something, she's not going to survive. And they just didn't want
Yeah.
to do anything.
Uh, yeah. And I'll tell you, you know, again, if I was in your shoes, it would be really hard for me to, to not, pursue anything. And, to be honest, I probably would be angry and I probably would. And I feel like your daughter, the way she's coming in is just, for one, I feel that when we die and our soul crosses over, we leave everything here in the physical body, as far as the pain, the agony, the discomfort, the anger, the jealousy, the animosity, all of the negative emotions and feelings, and whether it's physical, emotional, mental. So now she's this beautiful, pure soul, and she's seeing how this has just been weighing on you, for the last few months. And now she's like, Mom, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm on the other side. I'm at peace. And she's emphasizing uh, that there was even some hidden um, symptoms, if you will, or hidden issues within her body that really would have taken time to find. And it's like, she's like, Mom, it was there, but I didn't have the time, if that makes sense. So she was
But they
limited
had 9 years. They had 9 years.
and I mean like towards the end, right? Was
Oh,
there enough?
oh, oh, yeah. Well, towards the end, her kidneys had she couldn't hold her bladder, and I actually called the doctor's office and asked them would they give her an MRI or something to check her bladder, her kidneys, and the doctor's office told me that they didn't think it was her kidneys. They thought it was a misfire in her brain. So
Ah, that makes sense.
I got a
Okay.
lot of different. When I go back and look at her paperwork, because I went and got all her medical records, when I go back and look at her paperwork, there's so many diagnoses on there that me and her didn't even know about. I'm seeing stuff on there that
Exactly.
I didn't even know that they diagnosed her with.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. That's the feeling she's given me, is like there were so many other things. And when I'm trying to interpret the best way I can, but when she says they were hidden, that's what it is. They were in the charts that nobody knew about, right? So that's her way of saying they were hidden, Mom, but we didn't know till the end. And she's got, can I just say, I don't know what, I don't see features very often when I channel, but she has got the most beautiful eyes. And I don't know why this is important that I tell you this, but there's something about her eyes, and she's like, Mom, I can see better. So there's something about her vision. Does that make sense
Yes,
to you?
yes, she couldn't see good.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, she's just emphasizing her eyes and how much she feels she can see. Um, she also she I don't know what this means, and sometimes I don't ever question it. I just tell you, and hopefully you could connect with it. Um, but she said, "Mom, it's okay that the necklace broke or the jewelry broke. I don't know what this means, but there was something you had that maybe, or you're getting fixed to wear in memory of her. Does that make sense?
Mm, mm, no,
Was
I'm
she
not aware of anything breaking.
okay? Was she cremated?
Yes, she was.
Okay. Did you have her ashes put into a necklace or a piece of jewelry by chance?
No. Mm-mm,
Okay.
mm-mm.
Um,
I've just got them in the urn. I
okay.
mean, I bought her an urn that,
Okay.
I got them in there. But I've thought about doing that, but I haven't done it.
Okay. Okay. So sometimes souls will come in, and what they tell me is future wise, because they have no concept of time on the other side. Time is linear. They just don't know. So as she's bringing this in, this is a good thing. It's a heads up to you per se, for you to just know, mom, when you buy whatever it is that you're going to put her ashes in, just be mindful of what you buy. And if it does, break or something happens, that if that happens, which I don't want to say if, but when, because they know more than we do, then she's just saying it's okay. Because she says that you are, and this is not me, so don't shoot the messenger, don't shoot the medium.
Okay.
Uh, but she says, Mom is, and she's telling me, my mom is a perfectionist. She's saying you love things that way. So if that's the case and something breaks, it might drive you crazy. Or she's a
Yeah. Oh,
perfectionist.
that would absolutely completely
Yeah,
piss me off.
exactly. And
Well,
that's
I've got her just sitting, and she's got younger siblings. She's got an older sister. She's got a sister that's under her, and then she's got three other siblings. So
oh wow.
I've got six kids altogether, and she was my second child. And
Oh wow.
um, and I've
Okay.
got her sitting, and they know not to go around it. They know not to touch it. They know not to go around it.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense with how she's like, my mom is like very careful with this. And, so you put the ashes in something and spend the money and the sentiment of it and it, breaks. She's like, Mom, it's okay. Just, so just be mindful of that as, future wise. Um, why is she showing me Belle from the oh, my brain just lost it. The Disney, uh, the beautiful, my gosh, my brain, Beauty and the Beast. I just keep hearing the word Belle and Beauty and the Beast.
I don't know. She, I that no, I don't know. Um,
Okay,
uh,
sometimes
Bells,
when
I
they
don't know.
okay, that's okay. Sometimes when they give me these visions, it's not so literal as it is figurative. So think of even the name Belle, sometimes that's part of the name, or or the color yellow, was a favorite color, being that that's the dress. That's the vision I keep getting. So just keep it in mind. It may click, later. I always tell my clients that, it will make sense, but not to stress. So but I also I kept hearing, there's a name, but it's 3 syllables, which I don't get 3-syllable names very often. Can I ask what her name is?
Alyssa.
Liz, yep. Okay, there's the 3 syllables. Okay. Um, it's very hard for mediums to hear names, especially 3-syllable. 2 syllables, is pretty doable, but, so it could be that she's trying to say her name, but, we're not close enough to the frequency to hear her, but just the 3-syllable name is a validation I feel from her. Um, and, she's very adamant that mama, that uh, she was so honored and felt so loved with the turnout of the people that came to her service, to her celebration of life, or whatever it may be.
Well, I
Um,
had some people there that she wasn't very fond of, so I was thinking to myself, oh, I bet you she's mad at me.
Not at all. Not at all. And that might be why she's like, I'm surprised, but it's her way of just, you know, well, and really it's her way why she's bringing this up, because you were kind of worried about that, but in no way do I feel that she was. And this is her way of just saying that the people that came, what was done, that she loved it. So if you were worried, to let that go, okay? Um, she,
Well, my main concern was I'm the one that found her, and
no,
when I found her, she was laying on the floor, and she was naked, but she was laying like in her sleeping position, and her eyes were closed and her mouth was shut, which made me believe she went in her sleep. Um, They
Mhm.
wouldn't give her an autopsy, which I'm not surprised. So they put down natural causes, and it wasn't natural causes as far as I'm concerned. But so I'm never probably really going to know exactly what happened to her.
Sure, and I think we won't ever know until we die and we're on the other side, and that's where I hope that, when I have clients come and I try to express and interpret the best way I can from their loved ones, and that's why I do what I do, to give you some comfort. And the one thing that she mentions is that it was very peaceful. It was seamless. So it feels to me like the feeling of I go to sleep and I just don't wake up. So
Yeah,
I hope
that's what it
I
looked
hope
like. Because when I got
yeah,
to her, she was not purple or anything like that. She was in rigor mortis, but she hadn't changed colors or anything. She just looked like she was asleep on the floor. I didn't understand why she was naked. I don't know if she was coming from the shower or what she was doing, because she had some mental issues going on that happened in 2016, and then of course right after that we found out she was pregnant. It's very complicated, but I always told the doctors, there's something else going on.